Oh my god, hey! Oh my god.
Don't bring them down because they are not in your level.
There's a checklist to go through when you're doing people's makeup.
You can be straight and you can still do drag. You can be a girl and still do drag.
Is your name actually Jackie?
No, it's not.
Because I didn't have any other way to express the anger.
So it wasn't really well known until NESCC happened.
So,
Actually, let's talk about drama and cosplay.
I don't want to post my cosplays because I see a lot of drama and a lot of people overshadowing.
Oh, that judge is bad. Oh,
you don't even have to answer if you don't want to.
I don't have to, but I want to.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be discussing very important topics that are very important for people in this community. And we are going to talk about the skills of being on stage or being behind a camera, what it takes to be an ambassador, what are the positive traits, and what are the do's and don'ts of becoming an ambassador of not only Cosplay Arabia, but as an influencer, basically. So,
All right, where do I start? I'm Haneen. I'm the co-founder of Cosplay Arabia. I'm also the business development manager. I work a lot behind the scenes. I also do a lot of art directing. I work on set. I make sure that the ambiance, background,
yes.
everything is perfect, and all the cosplayers feel like they're actually like in the character's environment.
Make them feel comfortable, yeah.
Yeah. I contact events. I make sure that I do a lot of marketing and media, and I contact a lot of media ventures for Cosplay Arabia. So basically behind the scenes. I also do the Arabic translation and all that Arabic communication for non-English speakers for Cosplay Arabia.
So throughout the entire experience of Cosplay Arabia, we got to meet a lot of new people, a lot of new cosplayers, a lot of fresh blood.
I miss you so much. Sorry, I get excited. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun. Trust me, it's really fun, especially when they start interacting. Sometimes the comments that go like all the way up, and we don't get a chance to go through all of them. So, what is your favorite part of being part of Cosplay Arabia? Like, what is it? Meeting the new people? Is it the whole journey of like when it started and where it's going and how far we've come as Cosplay Arabia? So, in generally, what is your first or like your favorite part of it all?
Well, it's a lot of things, honestly. You're meeting a lot of people, you're seeing different talents, and it's all these hidden talents that that's why we made Cosplay Arabia. We felt that the world needs to see this. And they need to know that Middle Eastern cosplayers have all these like mawahib madfuna, as they say. We wanted to showcase that to the world, and that's pretty much the best part of Cosplay Arabia, and working with amazing people, my husband, obviously, and yeah, like the ambassadors and the team members of Cosplay Arabia who are also like behind the scenes. I think that's the best part. Like we create this journey and we see and meet a lot of different people. So lots of networking.
And it's always fun. Like behind the scenes, it's always like a friends hangout. It never felt like, you know, like this is professional or like there has to be like kind of superiority where one person is a boss over the other. It always feels like we're friends, we're hanging out, we're doing something good, something positive for the community. So now, getting into the topic of the perfect ambassador. Now, what do you think are the most important traits of an ambassador? whether it be focused on cosplay or in general, like someone who represents a whole community?
Well,
Excuse me for a second.
we actually don't look at someone's. This is the most important thing that I have to point out. We don't look at someone's
Tell us.
followers or their popularity. I mean, they have to have like our values. We see our values within this person, in the way they communicate with other cosplayers, in their craft, in their personalities. We actually do sort of study the people that we approach, and we communicate with them to see if their values come with ours. And that's how, basically, the core thing that we look at to select an ambassador.
Now, so you mentioned followings. Now, a lot of people these days take followings as a way of boosting their ego or as credit, basically. And it could be like, it could go two different ways. If someone has a following, they could either take advantage of that and make use of the fact that people, especially younger people, are watching them and try to influence them in very positive and educational ways. Now, what are the things that you think that could possibly go wrong unintentionally by someone? Like for me, I think that a lot of people, and I'm not pointing anyone specific, I'm just speaking generally, like a lot of people who have a big audience, they often misuse it. And by misusing it, I mean they don't necessarily understand the importance of they don't necessarily understand the importance of influencing the younger generation. Like they just go ahead and use it to post selfies or like use it to put themselves out there, but like what are you doing for the community? So what are the things that you feel like could go wrong when someone has a big following?
Well, when you mention things, I feel like it's all right if you want to be a person who has a lot of followers and post selfies. That's entirely up to you. As long as you do not try to use your influence and like your power within the community to bring others down and impact them negatively, it's better to use that influence to be like,
No, like if someone doesn't know how to use their platform, then just like stay quiet. You know, don't harm other people. You know what I mean? Unless you can do good about it.
Yeah, I really think you should use those powers for good. Like, I'll talk in a very cartoonish way. So use it for good. Help those. Like, even if someone is not really good at their craft, or they buy their cosplays, maybe they're not that of a serious cosplayer, but they do enjoy the environment. They love being at cons. They love meeting other cosplayers. They love watching them. Don't bring them down because they are not in your level of influence or to your measure. You should be encouraging. And even if someone doesn't evolve or get better or like boost their craft or whatever, don't bring them down. Use your influence to be an encouragement and create a better environment and a safe space for others. You should be using all your powers for good and not for evil. That would be nice. Friendliness.
No, people like, I've noticed that a lot of people misunderstand cosplay. Like, it really depends from one person to another. Like, if someone is doing it seriously and someone wants to take it as a job, and like there's so many different types. Like, you can't judge a cosplayer based on their daily lives. Like, if they are not someone that are taking it seriously, don't go ahead and bash them. Don't bring them down. Don't look at them as someone that is not succeeding. Don't look at them as someone that is lower than you, because it's really not that serious. Like, it's just people playing dress up, people dressing up for fun. So what message do you want to deliver to people who take it seriously yet bring other people down? You know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of people that misuse it. They think of it as something that is extremely serious, that this is life or death to them, which is fine. If you are very passionate about it, go ahead and do it. But like, it could often boost up their ego to a point where they'd be like, you know what, I'm better than you. Anya, cover girl.
Yeah. Oh, Angel, my baby. No.
I wish we could have like a group call here.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be awesome. I think they're planning to do this on Instagram. But let's get back to what you were saying. You were saying?
I was saying, like, for those who take it seriously, which
Yeah.
no shame. I mean, people can take cosplay seriously, and it can be a job. Like, what or how do we deliver the message for those that, even though that it is serious, don't bring others down. Don't, like, even if it boosts up your ego, don't look at other people that like they're lower than you. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is something very important to put out, especially now with the whole quarantine. A lot of people all of a sudden have a lot of opinions. So how do we deliver the message that calm down, you're cool, you're talented, but just take it easy? Like, how do we deliver the message? I feel like what I'm saying gets distorted every time.
No. I totally get you. I mean, for those who take it seriously and it's their life and their passion, good for you. I mean, it's kind of better than doing drugs and murdering people, right? So yeah, that's more power to you. I may find it as just a genre for fun or a hobby, but you find it as this life goal and career, and that's great. I admire that. Like, more power to
Yeah.
those who do. But do not ever use it to bring others down. Don't ever think that someone, just because they're trying to have fun, that they're trying to insult your stature, or they're trying to insult the community. Maybe they're just really happy and this is their form of expression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same goes, like, let's say the beauty community. You have these professional makeup artists and FX artists, and they do all these elaborate looks, and you get someone who just likes to do makeup just for fun, and they're not
Just
really
for fun,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, just for fun. Don't bring them down. The best you can do is welcome them, encourage them. Nobody is trying to steal your spot. It's better you kind of get off your ivory tower and just be, kind to others. Because you never know who you inspire. And you never know, like, the fame that you worked so hard for, God can just take it away like this. That's
Yep.
Yeah, so be kind to everyone. Because you never know where someone that's like, that person you mocked, they could be higher than you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
let's take a look at the comments because people are just
Yeah, sure.
having a good time. Ibrahim,
I'm sorry I didn't say
Angel.
hi to anybody that I missed.
See,
Because my
I
eyes are on
told you.
buttons to show that I am focused and listening. So.
See, I told you, like, it gets distracting sometimes. We forget the comments a lot. Hold on.
Oh! Sorry.
Oops.
Yeah, sorry. It's my phone. I guess.
Let's see. Anyways, I don't mind sharing. And if anyone has a point to share, please go ahead. Like, this is not a Q&A. This is a discussion. This is a talk.
Yes,
We can all talk to each other.
Hearing.
We will try our best not to ignore you because we get in topics so much that we forget. The fact that it involves...
Because I'm just staring at Hassan. I'm showing.
It's not that serious. We're...
Okay.
Okay. Hassan, oh, that's my friend. He said, the fact that it evolved from a small, passionate fan base to a huge community, especially in Bahrain. Yes, that is true. It did evolve.
Oh, yeah.
They are famous. Penalty? Who's Carbon? I don't get to agree. You're proposing to her. Ah, Angel. Okay, and Ibrahim is unimpressed. He's like, she's mine. You should be love, should be shared.
Yes,
okay, so Mm, yeah, so it did evolve. Honestly, like as a person who was involved in the cosplay community for so long, it really became something else. And it's a good thing and a sad thing at the same time. It's good because a lot of people who didn't know that this existed joined in, and a lot of people discovered talents within themselves that they didn't know of. And it really brought people together, it brought friends together, it created like these relationships that a lot of people are benefiting from. And I'm speaking from experience. And like back in the day, because I was a new cosplayer, it was very much done for fun. There was no competitions between people. There was no um, these higher class cosplayers and these lower class. It was very simplistic, which is where the sad part comes. Right now, it is getting very competitive, and the reason why we're doing this chat is to remind people that even though it is fun and even though you can be passionate about it, it's not that serious. Like it could be serious, but not to an extent where, we get dramatic and you want to talk this, talk that. Like, take it easy.
Yeah,
But
I don't think we should take anything generally that serious to the point that you have to crush someone, unless they're being racist and like, I don't know, murdering people or stopping doctors from doing their job. Yeah, that's the time where you go like crazy. But this is art, and it's all about like everyone expressing their art and showing their talents and having fun. It's nothing more. So take it easy. Maybe you don't like my art. Maybe I don't like your art, but we have to agree to disagree.
mm,
And we have to accept each other that everyone is different. And that's the thing about Cosplay Arabia is that we're open to everyone, all levels, every talent, like legit professional cosplayers who do it for a living to people who are just even fans. They don't even cosplay, they're just fans. And they just love
mm,
hanging out, taking pictures. You're welcome too. Everyone is welcome. That's the community that we're trying to build, a community that is free of prejudice, hate, discrimination, and judgment. So everyone can feel safe and welcome.
mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. What are some challenges you think the coming generation will face in the cosplay community? I agree with you, Hassan. I felt the same. Cold coffee? Are you exposing me in public? What? Um, I still remember the old days when you did Pinocchio and oh yeah, Pinocchio. I did Pinocchio back in 2015.
Yeah, I saw
Were
that.
you guys there?
I've seen a lot of your cosplays, Hassan. I can't remember if I saw that one live. I think I did, right? Were you that in OtakuCon?
Yes.
Pinocchio?
See, I
Yes.
won.
See, I
That's a
remember.
You
My
were there?
brain. Yes, I was there.
You guys were like undercover fans. Like you guys were just like you attended conventions,
Yes,
but you
we were
didn't
hiding in
really
the shadows.
know each other. Yeah.
No.
And then I was telling, this is total side note, I was telling Ibrahim the other day that people don't know that you guys are actually cosplayers. Like you cosplayed yourselves.
For
People
fun.
don't know this.
Fun.
But it's like, it's a very fun fact about you two is that you guys
Oh,
started just like us.
I have a picture here somewhere of like me and Ibrahim. I think he was Red Hood, I was Medley.
In Medley, yeah, I remember that. I think that was a convention when I was, no, never mind. I was the Mad Hatter during that convention.
Yeah,
And I remember, I think I saw you. Okay,
yeah.
so let's answer the questions anyway.
No problem.
Um, Wait, Yami asked something. What are the problems that you see the future cosplay generation could face? Hmm, it's a good
Well,
question.
now
What
quarantine
are
is
we
not
facing?
everyone's favor.
Quarantine is really boiling people up to like.
Well, like no one is going out. There are no events, so that's really sad. And I guess people are ordering a lot of like material to make their cosplays, and it's not getting there on time. So that's kind of the challenges now. Does that
Yeah.
answer the question? But in the
Yeah.
future, yeah, I don't think things are as challenging as they used to be. Like maybe before it was
How so?
maybe before it was more of being out there and like being seen, and now like you have Dubai is doing a very great job of
Hmm.
introducing the World Cosplay Summit. And I think that's a great exposure for cosplayers to go out and show their talents to the world that we have cosplayers in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And hopefully with us in the future and with Kamek coming up very soon, we won't have
Hmm.
any problems or any challenges for cosplayers. I'm hoping so.
Well, yeah, I do agree with you. Hold on, let me see.
Go
I
ahead.
do agree with you. Like back then, well, again, it depends. It depends from one person to another. I think what is very important to know, like especially if you're a new cosplayer or if you've been cosplaying for a while and you feel demotivated, because I most of the time feel demotivated. Um, I think that it varies from one person to another. Going back to our what we said earlier is that some people take it seriously, some people do it for fun, some people do it for specific reasons. Like for example, I do it because I enjoy acting. My favorite part of cosplay is just to perform. Whether I win or not is just to perform. If I do win, then sure, that's a plus, but at the end of the day, what I like doing at conventions is to hang out with friends and performing because my long-term goal is to become an actor. So for me, like I don't easily get offended when people get competitive, and I think that a lot of people should have this mentality. Like they should understand why they want to do it. If you want to do it to hang out with your friends, then just focus on that. Don't look at others over there that take it seriously, or don't look at others over here who do it like who are like really good at crafting, or like people who are really good at sewing. If you are there for the sole purpose of having fun, then just focus on that. If you are there for the sole purpose of being competitive, focus on that. Don't focus on the others that are doing it for fun. And if you're there to showcase your craft, to showcase your wig styling, to showcase your sewing skills, focus on that. When there's a competition that happen at events, sure, there will be winners, there will be losers, but at the end of the day, everyone's on their own path. There
Yeah,
is no competition in real life. It's just a competition in the competition. That's it. Oh, I need to hydrate.
And the thing is, there is no box to put a good cosplayer in because we heard this a lot of, oh, he's not a real cosplayer. Oh, she's not a real cosplayer. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But you don't decide who's a real cosplayer or not.
Like, what is a real cosplayer?
Like, really, like someone can be really good at crafting and making armor and all of this, but they're not good at makeup. They're not good at
Hmm.
turning themselves into the character. Someone is just really good at performing, and they don't buy their own like cosplay. Like they make it. They do everything, performing all of this professionally. Someone else would just be good at performing. Someone else would be just good at makeup. Someone else would just be good at wig styling. Everyone has their plus, like pros and cons in something. You don't decide who is legit or who isn't.
Hmm.
That is an insecurity that you have to deal within yourself. And
Yeah.
I really feel sorry for those people who do that. Just go to the con and have fun, seriously. Like live
They
life,
need
take
herbal
each other,
tea.
make friends.
They need herbal tea.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised if you think like you're the real cosplayer and you're the professional one. Well, teach these people. Make that platform. Show them what you know. Don't just criticize and bring someone down. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going back to the comments
And I
to.
felt like you were just quiet, like, stop rambling, woman.
Huh? What? Sorry.
I'm like bored or annoyed. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
I'm reading the comments. I'm trying to scroll up to see which ones we missed. Okay. These days, okay, this is from Sam Cosplay. These days, there are a group of cosplayers in our community from our community that are spreading hate and being super dramatic. Tell me about it. This actually is carrying away the new cosplayers.
Exactly.
It's passion and inspiration as long as you have it in you, create it. Anya is
Exactly.
the perfect example of someone that minds their own business because she does it for fun and she's really good at it and she makes sure that she doesn't get involved into anything that is dramatic or that takes away the fun out of it because this happens a lot.
Exactly.
That
And
doesn't apply.
really
Angel, I
difficult.
honestly gave up on like what you're saying because like I need to scroll back to know the whole story. We need to spread love
Okay,
and
look at my
positivity in our
girl.
because they're having a conversation and like we need to go. I remember holding the strings. Oh
Passion
yeah.
is important. You guys have to be passionate. Just do what you love. Honestly, if you feel like you're unwelcome within the community of wherever you are, just know you are welcome in Cosplay Arabia's community. You are welcome with everything, with all your flaws, with your insecurities. Come, we all love each other, we all help each other, and we're all here for each other. You don't like to make your own cosplay and you don't want to do it, you just want to have fun, you're welcome. You just want to watch cosplayers and take pictures with them, you're welcome. You want to reach a level where you learn more skills and develop your crafting skills, you're welcome with us. No judgment here. So
Yeah.
that's what I have to point out. I understand that there are a lot of toxic communities out there, which is really sad because when you calculate the amount of people in the Middle East, comparing it to cosplay in the United States or in Japan, it's very small. And
It's
we need,
nothing.
yeah,
It's
it's nothing.
nothing at all because there it's like an entire.
Like, if you think you are a professional here, just know if you go to Japan, they will blow you out of the water.
Hmm.
Like, do not think that you are better somewhere. Someone else will always be better than you. And
Better
that's
than you.
okay. Learn from them. And you teach someone who's like not as professional as you. Just be nice. What's wrong with being nice? Don't hate. We have enough hate. We have enough
Mhm.
corona and
Oh,
quarantines driving everyone insane. Love each other. Let go of all that,
hate.
negativity.
Ibrahim
That's
is saying
why
there's
meditate.
two things. Ibrahim is saying there's two things to that. There is the fact that lots of misunderstandings are taking place, and the other side of the coin is some people are being offensive, sometimes without realizing. A question for Haneen. How did it feel to cosplay for the first time? Do you miss it? Any cosplay plans? Can we get married? This is from Angel.
Cosplaying the first time, it was fun. I was very like shy because there's like really awesome people cosplaying. Like, wow, some dude was like Nemesis, and someone else was like this big armored person. I'm like, wow, just walking around like this, so amazing. And yeah, and you feel like the small koi fish in the pond. It's But it was fun. Was it fun? Yeah. Was I a bit shy and all that stuff? Of course.
But you
But
were
I
really like your cosplay was bomb.
thank you. I did not make it, but thank you. I was just doing it for fun.
Okay, let's scroll down. I'm going try trying to cover up. It's a really open, deep debate, but people need to reach the conclusion to agree or disagree. I saw a guy who was cosplaying as a plastic bag. It got me laughing so hard. I feel attacked, Haneen. I feel very attacked. Remember that?
Yeah. Who's that? Who's that one?
The plastic bag?
Yeah.
Well, I have a yellow shirt and an orange one, thus my cosplay as a lemon and an orange are legit.
Oh my god, I know who said that. Oh god. Yeah.
Who said what?
Yeah. About being an orange. Cosplay whatever you want.
Be
You
a
want to
tree.
cosplay as our cat? By all means, go ahead. I don't mind.
How are your cats, by the way?
Kath is fine. He's just meditating in the corner. Like,
Moody.
he doesn't want to, like, no cameras, nothing.
No pictures today.
He's getting ready because, he's like the secret judge in the future competition. He'll be just staring at everyone and judging.
Wait, hold on, let me see.
Sure.
I believe proper communication is always a key factor to understanding each other, and sometimes people sadly aren't able to relay their message due to the poor communication. Facts. Let me see. I have a question.
Communicate honestly and openly. Trust me, things will be solved much
Hey,
faster.
feels like it's better for you not to go back and read your sanities on the line, because like if I go back, I'm missing out on a lot. Unnecessary drama, for reals, we use cosplay as a hobby. Oh my god, don't remind me of Japan. The world is messed up enough as it is. Thing is, okay, I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Thing
Share
is,
with wisdom.
and a lot of people, like, it's easy to say, oh, cosplay is a hobby, cosplay is this, kind of, like, it's easy to put it, it's easy to say, but yet people find it difficult to do. It's easy to say that, mind your own business, cosplay is this and that, because when you say that, it is still done. And that is the sad truth. That's what I was saying. There's a positive thing about, like, there's a positive side to the result of the growth of the community, and there's a negative side. Okay. Okay, خلاص, I gave up. I'm not going to go back and read the comments.
Oh.
Look it up, extended. It's one sentence which is whispered from one person to another until the last person gets a completely different message than the first person said. Chinese whisper. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the person doesn't even whisper and the message appears out of nowhere. Would the community accept a completely new cosplayer, especially if they aim for World Cosplay Summit?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yes. Welcome.
Anyone can... Okay, خلاص, I give up.
Yes,
Anyone
it's
can go ahead.
required to be just a lemon and cosplay as a lemon, and that's your original cosplay, and give people lemon. It's up to you.
Give people lemons, like
Be
life.
yourself.
Right?
Oh, shoot. Oh, I was about to leave the the live. I don't know how this
No! Don't.
works. But I'm too old for this.
Trust me, until this day, I still find it difficult to, like, figure out how these things work. The perfect ambassador. I love lemon. Okay.
My
Okay.
lemon.
So we'll stay for maybe 15 more minutes on this chat, and then in the next one, we're going to talk about the stage presence.
Yes.
And what it,
Like,
like the confidence, action. It's fun because everyone hears a different sentence, and sometimes there is that one troll that changes the whole sentence. I
That's
once
always-
tried being Dumbledore. I love Dumbledore. I want to do
Yeah.
Harry Potter cosplays.
I know who that is, Ali. Why didn't you do it? We were telling you, do it, do it, do it. But you didn't do it. It would have been so much fun. Like, he was the perfect Dumbledore. He would have nailed it.
I've done Harry Potter. I want to do... I forgot his name. The bad guy.
Voldemort?
No, not Voldemort. The one with black hair.
Not behead. Dumbledore.
Hmm?
Dumbledore. Voldemort.
Sam, I think
Voldemort.
that depends on luck too, if the others weren't. Okay, as long as they throw lemons, costume never came. Oh, Sam, I think depends on luck too, if the others. Snape, yes, Snape. Yeah. I'm such a degenerate.
Yep.
Haneen, if you would cosplay now, which character will you choose? My wife.
I would cosplay as your wife, sure. I was telling Ibrahim I would really like to do. That was at that time. Nothing on my mind currently, but at that time I wanted to do a Frostbite Elsa.
Oh,
Like
Frostbite
Elsa.
Elsa.
Yeah, like Elsa, but with like frostbite effects.
That would
Like
be
that.
really cool because you can turn it into a look. It's not just Elsa.
Yeah. It's Elsa dying.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the warm replies. I ask because I am also noticing some get angry when completely new people enter and win. Is this really fair? It's not fair. It is not fair because if you're talking about a competition, wait, someone, okay. If you're talking about a competition, if you're talking about a cosplay competition at a convention, and a new person walks in and they win, it can get frustrating for those who have been trying to win for years. Again, your goal could be solely to win convention prizes and to collect trophies. Cool. But if a newcomer walks in and they win, they luckily win, good for them. They're new, this is their first time. You know what I mean? Like, it should be more encouraging and more meaningful for those who didn't win to encourage those who won. There's a lot to say.
Yeah, I know. Like, seriously, calm down. Like, if someone won and it's not fair, well, what are you gonna do? Like, don't be hurtful to the person. You'll get your chance at some point. And mostly out of it all, do not spread any negativity within the community. I mean, people are leaving, and I know this about a lot of cosplayers, that they leave their daily lives to be in cosplay to get out of stress, to get out of a negative situation. And they find this solace within cosplay and this comfort. So it's better that you don't spread this hate and you don't spread all this negativity and cause like these problems within the community, because everyone's had enough problems in their life. Just saying.
I'm sorry, I'm not zoning out, I'm just reading the comments.
Alright.
They're talking about like if someone won the World Cosplay Summit competition and they're not that qualified. I mean, at the end of the day, it falls in the hands of the judges. If it was a group, like if it was an audience vote, then that's a different story. Like we see one thing and then the judges on that day, in that moment, see another thing. In a toxic community, everyone thinks they are the best and they deserve to win, and no one else is worth winning but them. Facts. I admit I was scared till now to compete because of some of these reactions, but again, thank you for all your warm replies. Don't be afraid. You know, like, again, maybe you weren't here when I first started my chat, but what I was saying is that always, like, be confident with the direction that you're heading towards. If you're heading, like, again, if you are there and you want to compete for the first time and you want to try it out and you want to test everything out, then stay with that mindset. Don't compare yourself to other people who have already been there for a while. And if they don't win, they call out the
The
judges.
easy way. Well, maybe they just
Angel.
chill out. Chill out. No one is dead. And I don't know about World Cosplay Summit. We've never been there. We don't know any of the rules or the ideas about it, so there's no comment here, honestly.
Oh, we're going there, Angel. Angel, we had that talk, okay? Haneen rocks on the live. Yeah, people are enjoying this. And if they don't win, okay. We already
Thank
have
you.
enough problems in our table. Cause the community to escape to another reality. Demonstrate Haneen and it was. Okay, so is there anything else that you would like to add? Um, we talked yesterday a little bit about when you see, like you told me something. I don't know if you'd like to share it, but about me. You know, when you
Yes.
were like about that certain. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh my God, guys, Hassan is like Ology is the sweetest person you'll ever know.
Aw, blush,
He's
blush.
really fun. We had a great time, and I've seen, and this is very much related to how we pick our ambassadors or anyone within our team, mostly. This is what we try to emphasize within the community. Is when I saw him with a child, and I'm not sure if that child was cosplaying. He
He
was
had the Captain
using
America
the
armor.
Captain America shield, and he made it by himself. And the way that kid was so insecure, his face was like he was very shy and worried that someone might laugh at him or anything. But the way Hassan brought himself down to that child's level and spoke to him, asked him how he made it, that kid's face lit up. And he was so confident. And this is the attitude that we look for in our ambassadors. Is do you inspire the people around you? Do you do your best to encourage others, even though if they made their shield out of like a pillow? Just inspire them to do better. It's fine. It's totally okay. That's what we look for. Someone who leaves a positive impact. And that's something about Hassan. He left that impact on that child, and that kid was so happy. And that's what we look for.
I think like it's basic human decency to be, like especially to a child, like it doesn't really take someone with a kind heart to like be kind to someone. Like it's just basic human decency. Be nice to people, be nice to children, be encouraging. Like again, like ego sometimes takes away from the realization that these are children and these are new people and they just want to have fun. And the least we can do is support them or compliment them or encourage them.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just be nice. Really, it goes a long way because with the negative attitude and pointing fingers of, oh, like this person is not a good cosplayer. Oh, this person won. They shouldn't have won. No, 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 no. Like all this going on, it doesn't help. It doesn't create a healthy environment. Like you can be nice about it. Even if someone is playing an unfair game, you can approach it and you can face it in a very positive way. You don't need to start rumors. You don't need to be rude to someone and exile them. Be good to people. You can talk things out instead of spreading rumors. Guys, you're almost adults. You can actually do this. And like if someone's cosplay is not accurate, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, we almost spray painted a chicken, you know. It's fine.
It's right there, Haneen. It's right there. Look.
Yeah, just to be as accurate because, you know, the problem is that things weren't that accurate. We weren't growing horns or like having a real spray painted chicken and stuff. Yeah. So chill.
Um,
Some cosplay is not accurate. Chill. That's them. Maybe they're feeling it. Maybe they're feeling being Iron Man and Elsa at the same time.
at
That's
the
just
same time, I would love to see that.
yeah.
Iron Man in an Elsa outfit. Or the other way
That's
around.
so weird. But let them do it. Let them do it. So what? Yes, Iron Man Elsa. Iron Elsa, you are welcome to Cosplay Arabia's
Mm.
community. You're loved and accepted for whoever you are.
What she said. So I have to write it here to make my point clear. At any competition does depend on luck. If competitions weren't that strong, that does apply on World Cosplay Summit. I witnessed it myself. It's not about the judges, but I love Haneen more. We all witnessed, we all did. You are loved too. I feel like you're going to drop something. What does exist? That is 50%. Hassan is daddy. Thank
Wow!
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a game!
You guys realize that you all represent our side of the world in cosplay and you all support each other. You should be proud. The
Thanks.
theme may be more important than anything else. You could be talented, you could be amazing, but if it's not your time, it's not your time. But know that your time will come. Keep at it.
Extended ambassador is here. Hello.
Who?
Extended. Our ambassador.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's been here the entire time.
Oh, because I'm not looking at the comments, I'm telling you to show some serious
Okay.
professionalism.
And please mention your photographers and don't crop out our watermark. Feed your photographers. Haneen
Yes.
has a lot to say about this.
Yes, respect.
Is
your
Hot
foot.
Stuff playing in the background? Yes, it was. It was playing. I'm playing like vintage music. I like how Ibrahim is here and most of the people on the live are hitting on his wife. They're not hitting, we're all friends. Angel and Haneen are besties.
Yes. We're sisters for
Qualifying,
life.
qualifying is one thing, but to win in Japan, you need to go beyond your community and perform your best because you're competing against the world cosplayers. Are you the person that I met last time? True, buddy. Unfortunately, they aren't
No,
fulfilled.
Edith, thank you so much. I've been just going on it like all time, and I'm like, oh, my eyes are kind of watery, but thank you for noticing. Not noticing that my eyes are watery, girl. Much love appreciated.
So many questions. I can see.
There's so many great people on this.
I told you it gets very interactive to a point where you get distracted.
Hi, how are you? I miss you. Chillin', what about you? Oh, I miss this girl so much. My baby is there. Awesome.
Wait. I want to say something about the whole unfair when it comes to winning.
Hmm?
Like, I don't know. Like, I was not as involved in competition, so I don't know. I haven't seen what they're talking about specifically. They're saying that some people get lucky and win in the World Cosplay Summit, and they get taken to Japan. Well, again, I'm not someone that was or is that invested in this whole community, but like, what do you think? If someone did win and the majority think that they don't deserve it, What do you think of that?
Well, why did they win? They
Why
probably
did
won because they were good at it or something. This is what I'm assuming the qualifications for someone to win is their talents, their craft, their overall performance and presentation.
I mean, it all comes down to the competition and when they win. Like, you could see the worst cosplayer in your eyes win, but you cannot take that victory from them. They won. Whatever happened, happened. If it was luck, then it was luck. If it was achieved, then it was achieved. Like, I don't know. I don't think anyone should have their victory taken away from them, regardless of how or
Hi, Noor. Hello. Best writer ever. Yeah.
who.
I
Noor, yeah, Noor is here.
I really think that if someone is going to win anything, generally, they're gonna win because their overall performance is amazing, their craft is amazing. I'm speaking from an international level of how cosplay is usually judged. It's usually judged, I'm assuming around 90 to 98% on cosplay accuracy and you making it yourself and presenting the character. So, and if someone thinks that qualification is unfair for winning, then, well, no, it is fair because that person puts in the efforts, the hours, and everything within the performance to win. They deserve them. No matter, even if this person, let's say, you have someone who's been a cosplayer for 20 years. Let's put that as an
Whoa.
example. Yes, yes, I'm gonna throw it like that. 20 years.
Yeah.
And you bring someone who's been doing it for 6 months. But they're very good. They presented the character. This is their first cosplay. They performed pretty well. It's pretty much as if it's out of the movie or the game or the anime. Right there. Do I give them the chance to win? Or give the person who's been doing it for 20 years to win? Of
You
course
judge
I'll.
based on the performance. I don't think you judge based on history.
Yeah, but if that person with more experience is just performing a normal cosplay, not giving any much importance to performance, I'm just giving an example. And this newcomer is winning, yeah, they deserve the win because they put in the
Mm.
effort. And I
It
don't
really
think
comes
people,
down to the performance.
yeah, but
Like,
how
it
is
comes down to the final
someone
performance.
unfair? They're obviously winning because of performance, cosplay accuracy, and the way they look. Like the materials and the work that they put into it. Materials, I mean makeup, hair, everything, blah, 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 all that.
Crafts. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking about the chicken. They genuinely think that there's something wrong with the chicken. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just not explain. There were no animals harmed in this conversation.
No. No, it was just someone who came up to me and they were mad that
Let's not
my
give away
bird, my
details.
chicken was real. So that's it.
Oh,
Yeah. No comment.
it's basically the whole joke is about accuracy. That's how it all started. Like, people were mad about a certain thing not being accurate. So Haneen was like, "Well, do you want a live chicken?" I'll just say that.
No, it's just like it's
Um,
an editing issue. Oh, it's too edited. The only thing that was edited is the bird. That obviously I'm not gonna run on the farm, grab a
and
chicken,
get
eat it. So yes, no animal abuse in our cosplays at all.
the only
Definitely.
time I heard people saying someone who won didn't deserve it was when they thought the cosplayer didn't actually build their cosplay themselves, or that they bought it while others made their own. Debatable. I mean, this is a topic that goes on and on and on and on. Poor chicken, yeah, poor chicken.
Yeah, well, I think that isn't that kind of like the judge's job to know.
What? I mean, I remember when
Sanju! Hello, pretty lady.
I remember last year at Dubai Comic Con, they brought the finalists for the World Cosplay Summit winners competition backstage, and the judges went to check out their outfit. Isn't Angel here? She knows. She was. Yeah, Angel's here. Tell us, Angel, tell us more about like the behind the scene of what you guys had to do. Are your cats pissed off?
No.
Okay. So I remember seeing them going backstage to check the cosplayers' outfit. Those back in India and always heard I don't support it at all. Not funny. Okay, who came up with that idea? Let's not get into the drama. Oh, there's drama.
What is the drama? Oh,
Ooh. Angel, we should go live next time. And our topic should be like drama. Just drama. Yes, this live is going to end. We're going to end this live now. And we're going to take a quick break and come back for the next... Okay. We're going to start over. We're going to go for a quick break. And then we'll start again the next live to talk about the stage presence. All right?
okie dokie.
Bye.
Waiting.
Yeah, let's see you.
See you guys.
Now we are going to be talking about the stage presence, or as we like to say, lights, camera, action. Now, before we start, I want to know, when you were younger, did you have that confidence of being on stage? Were you a stage person? Were you the person who gave out presentations in class, or did you not like that? I feel like you were a smart kid.
That's it. In college, yeah. Presentations in front of the class, sure. But to be on stage, I'm not a stage person.
No, I feel like you were like the smart kid in class. Like were you a straight A student? I'm putting you on this exposed. No, but I feel like you always had that confidence in you. But did you like being on stage? Like, was it your thing, being in front of an audience, being in front of students? Was it ever something that you
No.
had? No?
I was very hesitant even doing this live because as I mentioned before, I'm very behind the scenes, even though my husband Ibrahim pushes me to be like more out there and say something. I'm like, no, I don't want to. You do it. And I always push him to do it. So now he's like giving me that boost.
No, you're good. You're good. We're doing good. As I
Thank you.
I asked you earlier, we're having fun. You know, it's chill. It's nothing too serious. Um, people are joining. Yeah. So, lights, camera, action. What? Okay. So, from an audience's point of view, can you spot someone if you're watching a show, or I don't know, if you're a regular viewer, can you spot when the person performing or the person who's presenting is not confident? Can you spot that? Like, do you detect when a person's nervous?
Well, yeah. I mean that's easily like radiates in the place. Like you feel it when someone is like self-conscious or nervous. You can see it, and yeah, it kind of affects their performance in a way, sadly, because like they can't help it because they're anxious or nervous, and
It's normal. It's completely normal to be anxious.
yeah, it takes time to just like get over it, you know? Like I was talking to you
And
before this, I'm so nervous to be on this live, and I was like running around and like,
but once you put yourself out there, it all goes away because it's all in your head, like all this stress, all this pressure. The reason why I asked you if you can point out when someone's nervous, because as a performer, the one thing that I'm afraid of is that one person who can point out when I'm nervous, or like when I forgot the moves or forgot the words, or like they can see through my soul. That is the one enemy that I have as a performer that I do not want to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think as a performer, we should be prepared to not make that person exist. Not let anyone see that we are afraid. It's okay to be afraid, but try your best not to show it. Try your best not to show any
Hi.
signs of,
I'm so happy she's here. Sorry, I really miss this girl. She's my
oh,
mister from another mister.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We followed each other the other day.
Yeah, my
Yeah, what
favorite
was I
person.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that as a performer, like my biggest fear is spotting or like being spotted by someone that can tell when you're nervous, that can tell when you forgot something. Either it's a line, or either it's a move, it's a dance move, or it's a words, like words for a song. That is my biggest fear. And there are actually a lot of skills that go into it, whether it's self-learned, like it's something that you learn with time, or whether you take courses or classes to boost up your confidence being on stage. Now, of course, we're going to talk about being on stage and being behind the camera, but mainly being on stage for me because that is what I like the
Yeah,
most.
that's what you have the most experience with. And Hassan is like a great performer on stage. Like he is a whole different person of what you know and you hang out with, like than the person on stage. You're like, who's this guy? Like, yeah.
It's really amazing because like if you love performing, you really get into character. Like you completely forget who you are for the few seconds that you're there upstage. It really makes you enter this fantasy and live it. Especially when the audience interacts with you, that is like, oh, the best thing a performer could ever ask for. Okay, wait. We're not gonna ignore your messages, and we're also not gonna get distracted. As a performer myself, I learned to just don't look at the audience so you won't get distracted. Yes, but also, what, is it your cat?
Yes, he's sitting like a
Oh.
like
Someone saying, pressing, as a performer myself, I learned to just don't look at the audience so you won't get distracted. That is a skill. I remember back in school, they used to tell us when you're presenting, don't look at the students' eyes, look at their forehead. Look up here, so it looks like you're interacting with them, but you're actually not making eye contact because eye contact can be distracting. But for me, when I'm performing, especially in cosplay, what fuels me up is the interaction of the audience when they start yelling, when they start clapping, especially like when the beat of the song drops, or like when it's time for like that big move, that death drop or that whip or something like that. That for me is like, that's when I'm 100% myself. That's my happy place.
remember the girls going all crazy for Hassan, like oh my god.
And I was like, oh my God, like it was a crazy experience. That was so much fun. Like I'm forever grateful for that opportunity. Like that is something that I will never forget. Like the whole experience from the trip, from the planning of the trip till like coming back and like to the reunion. You know, like that whole roller coaster was so much fun. You want to read any of the comments?
I am kind of looking at it, and
Sam is
the
saying
moment
something.
first it's just like reporting comment. I'm like, no, I don't want to report. I want to read. Right. Yeah, Cake has done very like a lot of stage performances. She also has done live painting, which is like,
Oh,
wow,
nice.
that's like very brave. Just letting people watch the process of you doing things like from start to finish. Wow, a really great art.
Sorry. Sorry.
But yes, you didn't disappear. You're here.
No. I got a phone call.
Yeah.
Um, I've always wanted to watch a live painting session, like a performance where a person just paints, because like that could be the most intense thing ever. Because as an artist, if you paint, you obviously make mistakes and you want to go back and retrace. But to be in front of an audience and you have to complete this under a limited time must be nerve-wracking.
Oh God. And I swear it's like when you watch her paint, it's everything. Like you feel it. You feel the image and everything that she draws. It's beautiful. You guys should really check her art. Her name is Baroque Da Vinci. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but she's really, really
Da
good.
Vinci art, yeah.
Yeah, she's really good. Super bueno talented.
Yeah, I followed her,
It's
and I was telling Ibrahim the other day that
yeah.
talent runs in the family, apparently.
Oh yeah. They're very talented. I can barely draw a circle. But yeah, they're really good.
One way is to
And
join Toastmasters Club, and it can help you on stage. Yes, I've tried Toastmaster at some point.
but yeah, I also think that Hassan does really come to life on stage, like as something that I've experienced myself. I've seen him like on stage, like it's a totally different person, and he radiates this confidence, and you can see him like ha being very positive.
I
Like
miss
he's
performing. Oh my God. I
oh
miss it
after
so
part,
much.
it's like wow. Oh hello Sam. Hi.
Hassan, do you get girls jumping on you after your performance? Yes, every time.
Yes. Yes, beat them with a stick. Stay away.
No, I was so distracted last time. You know, when I did Jafar like this year,
Mhm.
when I came down, I had like 3 or 4 jasmines gathered up on me, and they're all over like, oh my God, like how does it feel to be covered up in more than one jasmine? It was so awkward because most of them were young, but it was also funny. Like just Jafar surrounded by jasmines. Not one, but like 5.
That's not right. It's like that's not who they
They're
should be.
multiplying.
You should find Aladdin. Like stay away from Jafar.
Sam.
Yeah, that
Um,
Jafar cosplay was pretty good.
thank you so much. Did you get guys jumping on you? Not that I know of, not that I've paid attention to.
Yeah.
Um, Haneen, I'm literally drinking from the same exact cup, sipping on the truth tea.
See here, my cat chewed on the top of the straw, and all my straws look like this right now. So I'm trying to get him here so everyone can see the culprit, but he's just sitting there like in his yoga
Oh.
pose. Yeah.
So, as a person who, like you mentioned, you're mostly behind the scenes and you are always there for cosplayers and always there for the photographer, Rahim, and you're always there for us backstage, making sure we're hydrated, making sure we're fed, making sure that we're alive. So, what is your, like, how has that experience been? Tell us. Always being the
I,
cheerleader of the group and just like,
I enjoy watching people like be comfortable and have fun. Like I'm always the person who likes to entertain when I have like anyone around me. And I understand that there are people who are camera shy, and they are not very used to being in front of a camera or performing or in front of photographers and all that. So you have to find ways to break the ice, I would say, and make them very comfortable. Oh, thank you, Hera. I really appreciate that. And yeah. Well, see, you throwing me off my track and I lost my train of thought.
Who's Hawra?
She's my best friend from my previous job. And she's the coolest person you'll ever meet, and she's such a badass. She does jujitsu, and she's my bodyguard. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we had like a fight one time, and she just like blew me up, and I flew off into space. And then I was like, hey, I'm just bring me back up.
So yeah, like what's your favorite part of being behind the scenes and like always being there?
When we get the right shot, you know, like we try all these different poses and everything, and in the beginning, like the cosplayer or the model, because we also shoot like models and stuff, they're nervous, especially if they're not so used to being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And then by the time we crack these jokes, put on some music, and have some food, you get to relax, and then pow, 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 you see like all
it's always
like
chill.
the inner self comes out, and it shows on camera. It shows when you're nervous. It shows when you're like the deer in the headlights. You're just sitting like this, like posing. It really shows. But they usually get very comfortable, and when we get that exact shot, I'm like, yes, that's when I feel filled, like I did my job. And that's fun.
Like,
I love seeing the excitement and happiness in their faces. Sorry, I get really excited.
No, I mean that's what we've all experienced as cosplayers behind the scenes. That's what we've always seen. It can be very intimidating, especially if it's a person's first time in front of the camera. I know people that would lose their mind if they see themselves in the screen. I know really close friends that cannot take it. Like they just can't take it, and it's not something that it's not something that they should be shamed on, but it's just them. You know, there are people like that just have so much, well, it's not insecurity, it's just that anxiety and pressure gets to them the moment that they step behind the camera. And I'm sure that Ibrahim has dealt with many types of people.
Like, whoever you are who feels this way, I am like this too. And I'm the wife of a photographer. I hate being in front of the camera. I am so self-conscious. I'm like, oh my God, that photo is ugly. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I'm always like this. And ask Ibrahim, he struggles to take my picture. It's fine. It's okay. You just need to be in the right zone and mindset for yourself and with the person you're working with. Now, I usually hate taking pictures, but when I work with Ibrahim at first, like, because I'm not so used to being in front of the camera, but then, like, obviously this is my trusted partner, and I feel very comfortable exposing myself, and he'd seen me in my ugliest form, so I'm very okay there. And it's like, you get to that comfort, and he helped you, like, maybe this is an angle that makes you uncomfortable. Let's turn this. Let's try this. And then by time you get better, you understand your body and the way you pose, and you get to feel more comfortable with yourself. My advice to those type of people is work with someone you're comfortable with, and make sure that person you're working with is someone who understands exactly what you want and the type of results that you want. There has to be like an open communication between you.
There needs to be communication, yeah. You need to tell them how you feel. You need to tell them, like, there needs to be a back and forth. And if you don't like it, say that you don't like it. It's okay.
Yeah, their job, like as a photographer, is to give you the results that you want. And there has to be a pre-communication before the shoot. Like, let's say you always are into those dark type of photos.
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't like those, you like that darkness type of
Yeah.
aesthetic and thick and stuff. And the
Yeah.
photographer that you're communicating to only does all these beach aesthetics, summer vibes, like Coachella type of style. That's not gonna work. That's the style that they're used to. Unless they're planning to practice and perform that style, you better be ready to be like their practice and try it, and maybe they really give you the result that you want. There has to be this open communication, and you have to know that your photographer can give you the results that you want. Because sometimes you might pay someone and they'll just be like, oh, they just want the payment. They'll be like, yeah, I can do it, but they have no samples. You have to check out their work.
You have to see
You
their
have
work,
to,
yeah.
yeah, and mostly I'm going to give this advice for women. Whenever you go to a photographer that you don't know, go with someone. Take a friend. Never, ever, ever go alone. Ever. No matter how nice they seem, no matter how chill they are, always, always take someone with you. And it's even also better if you find like their work and see the models that they worked with and ask them what it's like to work with this photographer.
Yeah.
See, like, are they someone who is safe to be around? Is it like someone who will guide you, since it's going to be maybe your first time and you're not experienced in posing and all that stuff? Things like that. But regardless, whether the photographer is great or not, always go with someone.
Was
Take
there
some-
ever like
Wait,
what?
photographers do
Okay.
not be pervy. People are coming to you for your work. Please be good to them. Leave your perviness aside and don't bring it into the world, because it just makes it very difficult for other photographers to gain the trust of others. Period.
It ruins their reputation of like
It
their
ruins the
stereotype.
Yeah.
Was there ever an occurrence where you guys worked with someone and there wasn't 100% open conversation or like communication between you two? Without naming names, we're just like talking about situations and how to
No. It's a very open communication line. Like, we always stress on that part. Like, even if, like, let's say the clients or the cosplayer, let's put it, because we're in cosplay, right, is not giving much of an idea of how they want things are or whatever, we always go to them and push like a conversation of, hey, are these the type of pictures that you want? Maybe they don't know what they want. They just expect like something out of the blue, because not everyone has like this vision of how they want things.
They don't see it the way you see it, basically.
We send them suggestions of, how about this type of photo? Are you comfortable doing this? Everything. So everything has to be like very clear before we shoot, from our side, at least.
Getting distracted by the comments? I think
No.
Wait. Fun fact, you guys calmed the hell out of my anxiety when I was doing the shoot with you. That's from Sam.
Aww.
Sam is a
You're
very shy
awesome.
person, but super talented.
Sam, you're my...
What?
I love the original idea. That was like very awesome. I would love to see more, actually, original cosplays.
Is it just me, or original cosplays are more impressive?
No, it really is. It's great. It shows that you have this imagination and that you can create a character. I really would like to see more of that. And I really like to see also people bringing to life characters that are not portrayed in the most popular genres like anime or movies and video games. I'd like to see people who can cosplay someone from a novel. That would be amazing. Just bring that character to life.
Movies, singers. Ibrahim, you said it. Original cosplays are underrated.
Very underrated.
Very, very underrated. Let's come to action. Okay, so we talked about being behind the scene and like, okay, for me personally, I think that it is nerve-wracking for everyone to be behind the camera, especially when you don't know how you look and like you can't see yourself from the lens's point of view unless your picture is taken.
Yeah.
For me personally, like I reached a point when I first started, I was like that, but my first time, the first time I shot with you guys, which was my first ever pro cosplay shoot, I was doing Marlon Manson. Marlon Manson is not known for being the most handsome guy out there. He's just filled with makeup and lipstick. So, like, the whole idea of looking good in front of the camera was just taken out. So for me, I was not nervous about how I looked. Did I look good? Did I look good from this angle? Was my nose too big? Were my eyes weird? It doesn't matter because I'm covered up in makeup.
I
And
remember we ditched work to watch Mamma Mia. Best memory of my life. One of the best. Ah!
yeah, so I was saying that for me personally, like when I did Marlon Manson, because I'm doing someone else, and that someone else isn't supposed to look very visually appealing, meaning I'm not looking at myself and saying that, oh, I don't look good in that angle, because the worse I look, the better for Marlon Manson. Oh my God. Hey.
Yes, he was mine, so I had to grab it. Now you want to see? It is not that.
I want to like pet him,
Yes.
Mr. Cat.
He's whining and meowing, so what's wrong? You want to see? Use live. Use the secret judge and now you're exposed. I love you. Bye.
So yeah, it got to a point where I didn't care anymore how bad I looked in front of the camera. So that's how I feel comfortable because I don't know, I just let go of the idea that I'm ever gonna look good in front of a camera as myself because I'm always a character. But if that ever happens, then cool.
We want to see original cosplays from you, Hassan, obviously.
Yes, man, you'll have them coming.
You would pull off a really good one. Put your mind to it. Do it.
I recently did this, the character with the mullet, with the red mullet. I posted it on my Instagram recently. And I also did the galaxy look, like the outer space mask thing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw that.
Cat has a name?
Good. His name is Cat. We were debating on naming him. Ibrahim wanted to name him Batana, which is beans in Hindi, I'm assuming. Hindu. So it meant beans and I wanted to name him the Prince of Darkness, Lucifer himself, all that introduction to Satan. And my husband was like, no. So we just stuck with Cat.
The most common name that you can name a cat is just Cat.
Yeah, the Dark Lord, the Prince of Darkness, Lucifer, Satan himself. I wanted that name, but my husband was like, exactly. We named him Cat after the cat from Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is like my favorite movie of all time.
Okay, so for the people who are commenting, do you guys have anything to say about our topic? Because all I see is
people talking
conversation about like, okay, A gathering of original characters would be an awesome idea, and everyone can explain their character and how they came up with it. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, most of the time I do my original. I can't wait till we have our first reunion after Corona because like the look that I'm planning for that is just Haneen cosplay Audrey Hepburn.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
I
see
actually
that.
wasn't cosplaying, but I was at that time we didn't know there was like cons and all that stuff. It was a very long time ago. It was like 2010, 2011. I was Audrey Hepburn for my birthday. I wore the
Oh.
dress, the necklace, did my hair, had that long cigarette filter with no cigarette, but you me.
Like I see it now that they brought it up. Like I can see you pulling off a Audrey Hepburn.
I would love to go. Oh God, like Audrey is to me is the definition of a real woman. Like how women should be is Audrey. Very classy, very elegant. And she's beautiful. She was a great humanitarian. She did a lot for the world.
I think Middle East could be what? I think original character con would be. So tell us, Ibrahim, our original characters welcome on Kamek. That would be like a great. Oh yeah, I think. Did we discuss? I don't know. No, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but I think so. I don't know. See, there you go. He said it. I thought of it. It is in works as a category at Cosplay Arabia Middle East Challenge. Yeah,
And
that
there are
is going to be,
that I will share with you in secret.
yes. He told me, he was like, you guys have something in mind and stuff, but no details were given. I think the danger of an original character is you lose the fandom. Here's the thing. If you, as an established cosplayer, already have the fandom and you create an original character, your fans will love the character regardless because they love you. I think that it's very important as a cosplayer to have a personality as well because you don't want to just be remembered as a character. You want to be remembered as yourself. So
Yeah.
once you've established that in the eyes of the audience, then you can do originals and they would eat it up. I enjoy interacting with others as the character, which is difficult to do as an original. This is also,
Yeah.
like, it's a fair point. Like, you want to see a character that you've fangirled over for so long and you want to interact with them. I get you. But also, it is fun meeting a character that you've never heard about. You know, learning about them more.
I think
I don't
that's
know.
great.
Let me just.
Also, like the idea of an original cosplay would be you're seeing something different. Someone could come up with something that you've never seen before, and that would be really great. Like to have out there. It's cosplay in the end is art. It's a form of art. It's a form of expression. So yeah, feel free. You guys are welcome within the community. It'd be awesome to see more original cosplay.
I can't wait. And I see it all the time, and with artists too, they get people cosplaying the artist OC, and it's hella cool. Yes.
Yeah, that would be great.
I had an original character that that I created that Sam drew for me, and it was the best thing. It was the guy with the crown. I was kind of gonna go somewhere with it, but then stopped. So maybe I can bring him back soon. Because
Yes.
we have pictures of that character thanks to Sam. He drew them like the way that I envisioned the guy with the crown. So
Yeah.
maybe we can work with that.
Cosplayers in this live, please, if you have any original ideas, any original cosplays, Come to us, show it to us. We'd love to see what you made and what you're bringing to life. And tell us more about it. Tell us what they can do, if they have any powers, or what their life is like. We're willing to share it, and we want to see it. That would be really awesome.
Hape is like, oh wait, there's two people talking in the background of this chat room. Maybe we should say, because they are talking about something that is completely unrelated, and they're having their own.
Like, what do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. They're just having a good time. They're chilling. So do your
Good.
thing.
So nobody is
Yeah.
like fighting.
As long as you're having fun. No. It's Ibrahim and Angel and Haytham. They're all
That's
chit
good.
chatting. Oh wait, that
Yes.
was really fun
They're
to
having
draw.
fun.
By the way, here is always interesting. I have to stand. Thank you very much. So what else do you want to put out there for the newcomers, whether they're cosplayers or models or wannabe influencers, like from your point of view, as someone that has worked behind the scenes, what advice do you give? Or like, how would they, how would you like someone to approach you, like as a newcomer? Because a lot of people are very shy. A lot of people back out instantly without even trying, and it happened in the past. So what would you say for people like that?
Just come to us with whatever. It's okay. We're a very open space and a very safe space. We don't judge. We don't hate. And we don't discriminate. No hate, no discriminate.
Oh, that all rhymed. That should be Cosplay Arabia's tagline. We
Actually,
don't
cosplay
judge, we don't hate.
cosplay and slay. So yeah, just cosplay and
And
slay.
slay.
Be yourselves. You are welcome to be yourselves. We're not expecting you to be this expert and the celebrity cosplayer. Come as you are, no matter what. We're always welcoming you. Artists are welcome. Cosplay fans are welcome. New cosplayers, cosplay models, professional cosplayers, everyone is welcome.
Is welcome, yeah.
Don't feel come as yourself. If you believe that everyone is allowed to be themselves and you're not going to hate or be rude or try to, because we do not give in to rumors, hearsay, all that stuff, and give in to the gossip. So if you're coming peacefully, we welcome you peacefully.
Peacefully, absolutely.
Yeah.
So for everyone that's watching, is there anything specific that you'd like to discuss? Is there anything specific that you want to put out there? Someone said something about.
Any questions?
Thanks for the nice chat, guys. Feels like having an evening with friends. See, that was the point. That's why I'm creating this, just for us to have a chat and have a good time. It's nothing too formal, nothing too serious, just like people walk in, have a chat, they talk and leave, and we're like in our own conversation.
All social.
What's this live chat about again? Good question. Good question, Haitha. We got completely out of topic. Sabara. Yes, we have a lot of influential people here. Have Bara, we have Angel, Ibrahim, Haytham. Just wanted to say I can't wait to meet you all and take pics. All I remember is chicken. Oh my God, Haneen, you brought up the chicken? No one's gonna let go of the chicken. An honest question. And Angel might get into a photography accident. Wait, what was the honest question?
Let me repeat, Cosplay Arabia includes artists, illustrators. Yes, artists are welcome. Illustrators are welcome. And people should really give it a shot to cosplay. Do it. Cosplay
And
as
even
someone
like
for art. Do it.
we need to give a shout out for all of the people that worked on our pictures, all the graphic designers and the editors, including Ibrahim himself, that worked on editing all of the pictures. Like like it wouldn't be complete without the whole set of the photographer, the model, the editor, the publisher. Like it's a whole, it goes through a whole process. So I think everyone should be um, given equal attention.
Ah,
I usually listen to podcasts when I'm working on content, but now I'm listening to you two and wishing Hassan would start podcasting.
why not?
Ideas, ideas. I mean, don't
Ideas.
play for that. Don't play for that team. So no, you don't. Come on, Bara. It isn't that hard. If it was someone else, seems like there's
What are
a
they
very
talking
interesting. I don't know. It's a very like. I want to see what's going on. It's a team effort, yes.
What y'all out?
Haytham's like, don't tell me what to do, but I'll kill you. Who paid you to say that? Say what? Say what? Apparently not Angel. So Bara is shading Angel. Why? I want to know what's the gossip? What's the tea?
Yes.
Hassan, 100 BD if you can guess what the chat is about. Well, I know that. I know that Angel is hitting on Haneen, but then like
Can't help it. Yeah.
and then Ibrahim is trying to defend it, and then like Angel, Haytham, and Bara are involved.
I'd hit on me
As long
too.
as you guys are having fun. As long as you guys are having fun and having a good time, then
Yeah.
that's what we're here to do. What else? I feel like we covered a lot of things that we had to speak about today. Like,
So you guys have any questions?
yeah, anything that you want to
Yeah.
direct to us, that we can talk about.
Yeah. Anything
Any
you guys
recommendation on creating a performance for a character on stage, I mean, any recommendation creating a character on creating a performance for a character? It depends. Wait, I know Angel's gonna ask you to date her. That's her question. Um, for me, let me see. Well, it really depends. Like, it really, really, really depends. For me personally, like when I pick a character,
high Q
usually for
cosplayer?
me, I envision the performance first, and then
After quarantine, Angel, we get married.
choose the character. Hassan, I don't date. Okay. I'm afraid to say anything else.
Pose, man.
Okay, so I was saying that usually for me, I envision the performance first, and then I pick the character based off of that. Well, if you have a character that you want to showcase on stage, I think you should do your research. I mean, look up performances that have been done in the past and try to tweak them, try to take inspiration from them, and always make sure that you are going to impress. Because most people forget that at the end of the day, you are performing and you are giving the audience a show. Like, I know that you want to do it for yourself, but also it's important to make sure to entertain. This is your last chance to prove yourself, basically. Think of
Not
it that
really.
way. Think of it
Have fun.
think of it like
No.
yeah, think of it as like if you want to have fun, this is your chance to go all out. Why do gorillas have big noses? I don't know. You tell me. I want
Evolution.
to. I want to cosplay as Lara Croft.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Tara, you should. I would love to take your photo. Well, not me, technically. Ibrahim will take your photo, but I would love to be part of that photo shoot and help you.
Did we
Yeah,
ruin your live session?
our lights, our flashes, or the cat. We'll make sure to shoot it in a very open space. It would be nice, actually, to do it outdoors, like in a sort of a green area.
A mountain,
Great idea.
or like somewhere with like a mountain would be nice for Lara Croft. No, I don't think you guys ruined the chat. I just think that um, Like there are two different conversations that are going on. Like we'd
That's
appreciate it if you interact more with us. You know, let's all join in.
that face right now. It's not approved. It's very kitty.
Pretty kitty.
Yeah, it's like I don't like being in front of camera, woman. Why you expose my secret?
What's one tip you would give a person that's doing a photo shoot?
Hmm. Have an open, I mentioned it before, have this open communication with your photographer. If you're talking about like someone shooting with someone, that type of person, have an open communication. Do your research. See if you like their work. Check out their portfolio. Like really do your research.
What if
And
someone wants to set up their own photo shoot with no equipment or like professional lighting or anything?
yeah, if you can, why not? Do it.
Like
You
what if
can do
someone
that.
only has a phone?
Well, you're not gonna get the best quality compared to someone who's already a professional and has been doing this for a while. It's different.
Yeah. I remember back then I used to improvise. I didn't have a ring light. I didn't have a tripod. I don't have a camera yet. But back then I used to put my phone on like a stand and put books to stabilize it and then close the lights and use the TV. Like I would Google, for example, white light, and it would be just a white screen on the television, and that would give me the light that I want. Or
Wow.
like if I wanted to create a green set, again, I would just close the lights and put on a green screen on the TV, and it would turn my entire room green. So I used to improvise, and I feel like ever since like I stepped up my cosplay photography's personal skills, because I really started everything from scratch. Um, okay, let's see.
Well, you can. I saw a question asking about doing like some self photo shoots. If I don't know if you're actually using like I'm assuming you're using a DSLR, but try to make sure that you have the right lighting.
Lighting, yeah,
And
lighting is very
yeah,
important.
lighting is very important because you want to show like the colors. You want like the light to hit in the right spot and highlight your look. Yeah, I kind of feel that this is better for someone to help you out with than yourself, but if you can do this yourself, then props to you, honestly. It's great to work with someone. At least you can be more focused on posing, like having your prop with you, than to be like more focused on the lights and the camera and all that stuff.
I feel like after multiple photo shoots or like multiple photo shoots, I've kind of noticed that everyone has their own angle. Like
Mm.
people have their own specific angle that they know that they look good at. Like I know that I have this one pose where I'm looking in one direction and then my eyes would be in the opposite direction or like would be over there. And I've done it a lot in most of my pictures, which is very repetitive, but
Mm.
it's important to know the right angles that you know that you look good in.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. And try to practice like poses in front of the mirror of your, because sometimes, well, it depends on some people. It's like they think they're showing a certain expression on camera, but they kind of come off like they're bored or annoyed or just zero expression. Very Kristen Stewart. So you gotta like practice in front of the
yeah.
mirror, see what like you feel works for you, like you want to look like this in the photo and stuff like that. Practice that. That would be really good. And I always stress this, but I feel like a lot of people really don't like it, but posture. Posture is very, very important. in a photo shoot. Your posture.
Yeah.
Like, especially to like Sam, when asking me about self photo shoots, just remember your posture is also important. On camera, your normal posture comes up slouchy, like that. So you have to like push your shoulders back and your chest to the front. You feel like very strange doing this, but on camera you look pretty okay.
You
You
look,
look
yeah,
smart.
yeah.
And try to like lift a bit your chin up. It helps to, remove like you got that double chin situation. So I'm giving you some tips from the industry, yo.
Very important tips, yeah.
Very
It's a good
important.
start. I think many people try to start something at its highest level, which might stop them from doing it, like photography or cosplay. What would you like representative of the Middle East going internationally to do for our community?
What?
Good question. What would you like representatives of the Middle East going internationally to do for our community? I think what they're trying to say is that what do you think of people who are like people who represent here
Yeah.
go internationally? What would those people do?
Oh, that would be great. They have to like shine some light in their community. I really admire those. I've seen artists do this too, by the way. I know an artist who went on television and did this, and I really admire her so much for this. But they use their platform to show that there are others and try to show that there is a community. So when you use your influence, and yes, I reach there, I want to like progress and upgrade myself and add to my resume of being a professional cosplayer, but it's great to use that influence to shed some light. Let's say Saudi Arabia as an example. Saudi Arabia has a lot of professional cosplayers. There are you need to look at this community. There are so many talented artists, makeup artists, crafters, all foamsmiths, whatever. It's all there. Like the person who reached an international level should really showcase their community. I feel that makes them more, one, very
Lovable.
appreciated. Yeah. And it sheds light also. So, because usually if you see like one person from somewhere being successful, you won't think that there is like a huge market or a
Like
community.
that's it, yeah.
Oh, it's just one guy who's really good at it. That's it. Oh, khalas. No, they need to see, hey, I worked really hard to get here, but there are others and they're developing and they're doing a good job. I need to really tell you about my community. I am teaching them. I am giving them workshops. I'm doing this and they're very talented. When you boost that, you make where you come from like stand out. Oh, we didn't know that Saudi has all these professional cosplayers. Like, let's really look into this. Let's have something in this country. Let's do this. Let's do that. When you open that and expand that and show there is like a huge, like, I don't want to use the word market, but I don't know what's another
Community.
word. Rahim understands this. So it's like you open that door and you shed some light, you will bring in a lot of international like attraction to you. And that's great. I think that's really good.
And you'll be more, yeah, as you said, you'll be more appreciated by the people that you have worked with.
Yeah.
If you go out there and then shed some light on the people who are still here.
Like, let's say someone is very shy or they're not multilingual, but they're really good. They're really good. And they're very like professional level, but they're just not very out there. But you are out there. Take it, use it, show this person.
Yeah.
Show that I'm good, but there are others there too. And there is more. like if you shed some light there, you will get better too. You will like be a role model. Don't take it as like, I've seen people who do this, they use the platform of going international and like being on magazines that are like not Arabic or international magazines or international conventions, and they just highlight themselves like me, I'm the best, me. Okay, you die eventually because no one is going to remember you. Honestly, nobody is going to remember you because you are just one. But when you show, I am here, thank God, alhamdulillah, I made it, but there are others. They're either not able to go publicly with this and they're very shy. You are the voice for them. They are not, they're very shy, or they're still scared
Or
of
unable, like money-wise, maybe they might be not able to really put themselves
maybe
out there.
because they see all these amazing cosplays abroad and internationally, they're like, I'm nothing compared to that. They're not that confident, but you give them that confidence. So be that person. Be the ambassador to your country and to the community. كن خير سفيرا لوطنك. كن خير سفير للمجتمع.
That is very inspirational, and I think that also covers up the topic for the first live. I think we came full circle. Really, it was a full circle because we started from like the traits of an ambassador to behind the scenes where ambassadors are born, basically, like their process, like they start from behind the scenes and slowly develop and go out there. And I feel like this concludes our live. Like we really covered up everything that we've got, and we answered a lot of questions. And
I hope you guys had fun though. I hope you were, Hassan. I hope you were enjoying this.
Absolutely. I mean, you know us, when we have our talks, we always have fun and chit chat, click clack. It was so much fun. And everyone on the live apparently is having fun, and I'm glad. I'm glad that everyone is talking. Amazing live, Haneen. Yep.
Thank you.
It was her first time going live.
Thank you
and she did amazing.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you to you, Hassan, for doing this live with us. Thank you to all the cosplayers who share with us their arts, their talent. And thank you to our ambassadors for representing their community in the best light and helping others with their craft and informing them and being like an educative platform to everyone who is getting into cosplay. We really appreciate you and we thank you. And thank you to those who tried to bring us down as well, because if it wasn't for your negative comments, we wouldn't have had the boost to like evolve,
like the fire to
and reach where we are today. So
you rock, Haneen, you're natural. Yeah, I told you she got it.
Thank you. I just love Ibrahim so much, and I'm always gonna like. Yeah, I
well,
love him.
props to you guys. Well, like you guys are amazing, and
a hate-free community. He worked really hard to create this community and to create a home for cosplayers wherever, and for them to share their art and create this unity.
I really hope people watch this live. I really hope people like actually go through this live and watch it, because this was one of the most important live chats I've ever had so far, because right now during this time people need to hear everything that you've said. So you know what, I'm gonna I'll do something. I'll try to advertise it more. So yeah, this concludes everything. Brahim is saying more Haneen. Yes, definitely people need more of Haneen out there. And I love the energy. Thank you guys so much. Okay, we have 36 seconds remaining.
Arabia is gonna be with Kat, not me. Not Ibrahim's gonna be with Kat. So hope you guys enjoy.
We have 20 seconds remaining. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Haneen, for being my guest. Thank you, Ibrahim, for everything, for all the love and support.
Love you all.
And we will see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Bye. Have a great night.